may be. Along those same discussions about faith, I've heard you talk about partial faith versus full faith.
Yeah.
I know that an area for me that sometimes can be a stumbling block is just the whole idea of, am I being presumptuous about what it is that I want to do, or am I, and I'm moving in that particular direction, which can kind of seem like partial faith a little bit, versus times when I go, you know what, I'm not going to move on this until I feel like I have the full picture. So as entrepreneurs trying to walk out that calling, how do we reconcile these two things of, am I being presumptuous, or is that really partial faith, versus am I moving in full faith and kind of waiting till I have the full picture, so to speak?
The way I see it is that most Christian entrepreneurs, about 90% of the time, we're going to be in partial faith, right? Full faith is kind of near the end of the journey, right? If you think about Abraham, the first thing God told Abraham was to leave your father's house and go to a place I will show. He didn't tell him where to go. I will show you. So Abraham, throughout his journey, had to always operate in partial faith. Even when he had to sacrifice his son Isaac, he said, okay, I want you to sacrifice Isaac, and I'm going to show you where the mountain is, right? He didn't tell him where it was at. He just kind of gave him the general direction, go that way, right? And as Abraham got closer to the mountain, he said, okay, look up, it's here. Because like a lot of times, because of our limited human understanding, God can't show us the full picture because we don't even have the vocabulary to understand what he's talking about, right? So like, because I'm a computer programmer, I can talk to you about different types of algorithms and stuff like that. But if you're not a computer programmer, what I'm saying makes no sense. So for you, partial faith may be like, okay, let me take one course here in this. Let me take another course in this. And once you get enough information, now we can start communication about some higher level stuff, right? So with God, he starts where we are. He might say, oh, okay, all right, start this show, right? You know how to start a show. You got the technology. You don't know where it's going, but you can do the start part, right? So you start the show, you get some guests on, and get some more guests on. And then eventually you say, you know what? I think God said I need to do it this way. But now you got more information, right? So you stepped in partial faith, seeing part of the picture. The more you walk, the bigger picture got clearer. And that's really how it works most of the time with us entrepreneurs. So we're in partial faith most of the time.
That's a good word. I'm remembering a scripture that says something along the lines of the unfolding of your word brings light.
Yeah.
I think that speaks to exactly what you're talking about there. So 90% of the time we will be walking in partial faith.
Yep.
Just get comfortable with it. That's what it's gonna be, right?